Okay, so you've prepared your om606 engine and you're all excited, you've got your turbo on and all the other exciting little goodies and it's ready to go in your car, and then you come across the task of seized glow plugs. Seized glow plugs in an om606, the worst of all possible nightmares. So, what do? Well, remove them, of course. And the greatest thing is, we don't need to take off the cylinder head under any circumstance at all, ever. There's certain things in there, certain methods which Mercedes used to put this engine together that you at home can't replicate. Well, not to the same standard anyway. So, allow me to show you how I would take them out. So, if you're completely confident that your glow plugs are seized, what you need to do, first of all, is snap them off. I know that sounds insane, but literally we need to snap them off so we can rip the electrode out. I'm going to use a bar, a tight, that's it, that's one gone. So kindly someone's already snapped pretty much all of them for us, so we're going to snap one. But yeah, so we need to snap that off, and then we need to rip that head and the electrode clean out of the glow. Yeah, so first one, we have just basically twisted it with the mold grips, the actual inside of the electrode, and then we can pull it out. It snaps off, and you're left with a hole. Now this hole is a very good thing because what we can do is drill nice and accurately down there. It's a quickie show to remove these. Unfortunately, the person that had a go at that one before really buggered it up, so I'm going to have to weld a nut on. But to show you a nice easy way of getting these stalks out, once you pull the caps out, you're left with the electrodes that just stick out. We have to rip them out. Nice little easy way of getting them out is to weld a nut on and then actually just twist them out, and it snaps at the base generally. And after we've just welded them on there, all we want to do is use that little bit of weld so we can grab hold of the nut and twist it out. Nut welded on, and we can just basically twist that round. Then, once that's twisted off, what we're left with is, there we have it. So we rip that out, and now we've got a nice socket that we can drill. Just do that to the others, and Bob's your uncle. So this one is a customer's engine that's bought a pump and turbo kit off me, one of the quick spool kits. And this is something that I offer to most customers, that if you can supply me your engine, you know, and you bought all the bits off me, it's not a problem. We'll put the whole thing together for you, and that includes doing this sort of thing. You know, we'll make sure we get those glow plugs out. We'll make sure that, you know, all your broken exhaust manifold studs are out as well. So just a little bit of, you know, something that we can help with that most other people might not have the equipment to do. When you've got the probes out, we need to drill these holes 7. So if you just take an ordinary cordless drill, we've all drilled before, 7mm, no problems. So just eye it up, keep checking that you're going in the right direction, keep having a quick look, follow it all the way down until. Next, we're going to tap it out with an M8 tap, so we can screw the slide hammer into the next step. Regular, shaky hand, regular M8 tap into the hole that we've drilled out to be 7mm. Go in as far as you can, all the way to the bottom until it stops. Take it out, repeat on all of them. So, now we have all the glow plugs, the centers removed and tapped out to M8, which is awesome. So we need to then drill to remove the threads of the glow plug. So, as you can see, that's 10.1. So what we'll use is 10.5 drill bit. Yeah. And what we're going to do, you're going to imagine, as we drill into where the glow plug sits, we're going to go up to this area here. So we're going to completely remove all the original steel of the glow plug and the inside, well, the inside of the threads to this section here, just to here. And that will allow us to then screw a slide hammer into this section and pull this piece out, in theory. So let's see what happens. For safety's sake, we're going to do a 9mm first, which is this one, and then a 10.5. Just so, just to be careful, just put some tape on your drill bit, so that when you drill in, you're only going as deep as the thread. Now all 6 have been drilled to the 10.5 that I've suggested. So what we should be able to see is something that looks like this. You can just about make out the threads are in there. Threads are in there, look. And we have drilled past the actual original threads and then picked them out. So next we're going to screw the slide hammer in and then rip them out. Now finally, moment of truth. Let's just place you down there. Plenty of WD to help them slide out. I've blown all the chips out of there, all the little filings, so that it's got a nice clean surface. Right, now this is the slide hammer that I made. Just a heavy piece of steel. It slides on a bar with a nice little M8 on the end there. So we're going to screw that in. It's had some hammer, you can see it's not exactly straight anymore. So screw it all the way down to the bottom until it's tight. As soon as it's tight, you'll feel it's in. And there you have it. There is one nasty little seized glow plug. There we go. Proceed on all 6. Another nasty little glow plug there. No problem. When you've done all 6, it's time for the clean-up process of the glow plug seat to put the new ones in. When you've removed all your glow plugs and they're all out, what we need to do is take the 10.5mm drill bit and just in the hole, just turn it, gently applying a little bit of pressure. We don't want it to cut into the seat, we just want to clean it. Make sure the taper on your drill bit matches that of the glow plug's seat. And we can see all this carbon that comes out. Horrible. Use a drill bit the same size as this to clean the actual tip where this protrudes through. Just use the tap, the holder for the tap. Makes it nice and easy for you to hold onto the drill bit, because you need to go nearly all the way in with the drill bit. Bear in mind, just be careful, don't go too far in with the drill bit. You don't want to damage there's a small pip in the pre-combustion chamber. We don't want to go in too far and damage that. So now it's time to reinsert the glow plugs. Got bored last night and decided to go home. So today we're going to reinsert the glow plugs, but first, just take an old glow plug, this one, and just run it down the threads that we showed yesterday. Just make sure that it goes in nicely, you know, just take your socket, put the glow plug in, put a little bit of lubricant in there, some WD-40 or something like that, and just make sure it goes all the way down. It's very important that it goes all the way down, because we want them all to sit in there nice and even and have a nice good carbon seal so that we don't seize up in the future. Well, it's not just Borg Warner turbos we fit here. Borg Warner glow plugs, yes, that's correct. Anyway, so top and bottom of it is, put your glow plugs in. They should screw in as easy as that. You should be able to literally screw them in with the socket on an extension by hand. You shouldn't have to do it with a ratchet or anything worse than that. Screw them in like that, nicely lubricated. Put all 6 of them in, and then we'll check the height. So now we're all cleaned up, ready for the inlet manifold to go back on. This is what we want to see with the glow plugs. They all want to be perfectly in line. You don't want any of these plugs to be sat sticking out or any more one than the other. The nut sits very close to the actual casting, very close indeed. So next, we're going to pop the injector pump on. This is a cylinder head off an om606. Just thought relevant to show you whilst making this glow plug removal video what we're dealing with here when you have an engine with a seized glow plug. Now basically, as you may or may not know, the om606 has pre-combustion chambers, which means when the injector injects into here, it goes into a chamber. The other side of that hole is not directly the cylinder head. It's a small bowl. So, when your glow plug is inserted, the glow plug never comes out of the bottom. Now here's a pre-combustion chamber that I've removed, where you can see right through. Now, if I put the glow plug into the hole and tighten it in, all the way in, you can just see it starting to show there. Now that is deep into the cylinder head. There's no banging or tapping or chiseling or, you know, no amount of using a large socket to smack the underneath of this is going to bring it out. So basically, the only thing you could do by taking the head off is possibly by soaking this in a bath of lubricant. So there we go, you see. There's the glow plug inside there. Just pokes through that little chamber a tiny bit. If we build the engine for you, as we have with the customer for this one, if we've fitted all the parts, it's free of charge. You know, the painful glow plug experience that I mentioned before. You've bought the pump, the turbo kit and all the rest, that's free of charge. We do that because we enjoy doing it. Well, some days we enjoy doing it, but yeah. So there you go, a diesel mech and pump that's had lots of development and testing by us, fitted to an engine that we've just changed all the plugs, all nice and clean, with one of our sexy turbo quick spool turbo kits on there. Nom 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 nom. All ready to go.